Hello, everybody. Welcome once again to another episode of Geeks to the Round. My name is DeAno Jackson, your executive producer. This is a continuation of our Walking Dead discussion. We are on episode 302, entitled Sick. We'll get into all that later. Let's go ahead and introduce everyone else we have here. First off, as always, with co-host Matt Moore. What's going on, brother?
Hey, not much. What's up?
Another beautiful day in the neighborhood. Presidential debate going on right now, but hell, we got more important things to talk about going on here. Also joining us, longtime guest of Geeks of the Round, David Kude, birther activist.
and that will come up as a point later on. I know some people are watching the presidential debate. We have our own political scandal here tonight for The Walking Dead, which I'll explain later.
We'll definitely get into that later. I'm interested in seeing where David's going with that one. Joining us here for the first time on Geeks of the Round, Kim Beasley from his social media strategist, longtime geek herself. What's up? It's like for those of you that have been paying attention to Geeks of the Round, Kim and I, we also did a discussion on Scandal a little bit earlier this week, and that was a lot of fun. And now here she is on Geeks of the Round. What's going on, Kim? This is
speechless.
I'm not muted. I'm sorry, I could not resist.
Don't make me hurt you, Kim. Damn.
Hey, everyone.
Kim Beasley is the little sister I never had or wanted.
I'm the intelligent one of the group tonight.
Yeah, and the person that's been watching The Walking Dead for the least amount of time. Also, joining Geeks Around this evening is my buddy. What's going on, man?
Nothing, how you been?
Yeah, this is doing great, man. Welcome back to Geeks Around. It's been a while, man.
Yeah, I'm usually here for the movies, but I watch The Walking Dead, so I'll be here every week.
Oh, sweet, man. Sounds good. You're always welcome.
Yep.
All right, gang, let's just go ahead and get into it. It's like, first off, let me just say that this episode needed about 100% more Michonne. And I know I'm getting that next week, but I wanted to see more Michonne. So
yeah, I didn't even realize they weren't in it until the episode was over. But then again, time kind of flies when you're watching TV. You're like, oh, it's over already?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, particularly good TV like this, but it's like, I honestly think that focusing on Rick and the gang in this case was probably the better bet.
I agree, because first they showed them at the end of the previous episode, and you're like, okay, where they come from? How are they still alive? When everybody else are zombies. And then we see them, we get the backstory in this one. And I think, they did a pretty good job. I really do, because I was not left with any questions regarding the backstory on the guys and how they ended up not dying or becoming zombies.
Well, for three of them, their backstories kind of became a non-issue.
I wonder which three of those were.
I do want to say that I agree with her that I don't think that that was explained very well, that they just kind of accepted the fact that they were stuck in that one room for 10 months.
Yeah, it's like, did it ever occur to them to question what the hell was going on in the outside? They've been there since, the beginning of this entire outbreak. So that puts it at around about, 10 months? They've been in this prison by themselves, and when they're told by Rick and the gang that, okay, yeah, this is not an isolated incident. This is happening all over the world. Everything is fucked. You would think there would be someone that says, "See, I told you so."
It's true though. Between all of them, they had to have been throwing out theories as to what had happened. There was no backup. There was no army. There was no National Guard that came. And the dead were coming back to life. That someone had to think that.
Yeah, because
I think they were a little bit on the special side too. Okay, 10 months and no one has come for you, and you're still thinking that the military is coming to save you? Really?
Hey, all Tomas knew is that he had a gun. And that's another thing. It's like, I mean, it's like he says, the officer or whatever, gave him a gun or whatever. That was 10 months ago. Unless he gave you a fucking box of ammunition, how the fuck are there still bullets in it? Because we saw him in the
He put in an infinite ammo cheat.
shooting motherfuckers. And you saw that this group, one of the funniest parts of this episode was when, after they made the agreement to, clear out a part of the prison for them, and they went and they're walker hunting, and you can see Rick and his crew, and
Yeah, they were just laughing at him.
yeah, it's like they're just rushing in, trying like these prison.
Yeah, they didn't know what the fuck they were doing.
Yeah, they're just stabbing him in the chest, and Rick and Daryl are like,
That scene was pretty priceless.
what the fuck are you guys doing?
Okay, I have to say
up here,
that
you fucking idiots.
when Thomas went to kill Big Tiny, I'm sorry, I was on the verge of laughing. I thought it was funny. Was it just me? But did he not kill? It was funny the way he killed him, because it's like, okay, you say he got bit, let's kill him. We don't know if he's gonna turn or not. Let's kill him. I mean, that was the whole thing. He just wanted to kill somebody who wasn't a zombie. I think that's why he killed him. But that's my personal opinion.
Yes, it's like Tomas is like, seems like out of all of them to be the most survivalist out of this new group of prisoners. He seems to be of the mindset of do whatever it takes. It's basically Shane all over again. Oh, only a more hardcore version of Shane.
That's pretty much one of the reasons I'm glad Rick just did what he did. Got rid of the liability.
Yeah, I mean, dude tried to kill him twice in less than a few seconds. I mean, seriously, like swipe. Oh, I missed. Okay, now I'm gonna throw this walker on him.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the entire. Yeah.
Well, hey, shit happens. And it happened to Tomas, did it not? I mean, it's like, I'll admit, it's like, I was expecting Rick to have a reaction to that. I wasn't expecting him to stick a fucking machete in his skull.
That's what happens when you question
Oh,
the
I
Rick
knew it. I knew he was. I knew he was because I kept looking at Rick. I was like, oh, snap. He getting ready to... Oh, the machete. Oh, his fingers are itching. Dang!
The way they
That
shot
was
the
my whole
scene was just
reaction.
awesome, too.
Uh-huh. Yeah, it's like, that was
They're
pretty...
just lucky he didn't kill them all.
Well, in essence, he did. It just may take a little bit longer for some of them.
Now, Rob, I'm glad you brought up the Rick-tatorship, because that brings me my point about the birther movement.
Oh, here we go.
That the actor Andrew Lincoln, who plays Rick Grimes on The Walking Dead, was born in England. He's illegitimate. He should not be leading the group. He's wrong for the group, and he's wrong for America.
Oh my gosh, you're cracking me up.
I can't
You did
believe
not
you actually
just say
fucking...
that. No. See, we need to get you some help.
Okay, so who are you voting here for here, David? It's like, okay, yeah, Rick's leadership is invalid, so who gets your nomination?
Just let Carl.
Old man Herschel, of course. He's got the experience.
Herschel?
You know, our first presidents were also born in England, right?
I'm pretty sure that's not true. I'm
Okay,
pretty
so
sure.
get him a
I'm pretty
history
sure
book.
you will not be able to find that in the Bible.
Can't deny that.
DeAno.
Moving right along. Jesus Christ. All right. One of the other things I liked about this is, like, I mean, okay, we can see the writers now at this point are trying to do sort of a character redemption thing on Lori. Because most of us hated her in the second season. Wait, okay, actually, let's actually.
Don't even sugarcoat it. Everyone hated her.
Yeah, is there anyone
There's
here who
no
didn't
love
hate
lost.
Lori in season 2?
No.
Okay, Matt, explain your position before we go any further.
Hate is a big word. I didn't like her, but at the same time, I could kind of see why she was doing what she was doing.
She disgusted me.
I had no idea why. Please explain to me why she was doing. It's like, oh, Rick, Shane is dangerous. You need to do something.
You need to call him. She's like, what the fuck did you do? Exactly.
I mean,
Fucking with me?
she disgusted me as a female character in this show. She disgusted me. I mean, I had to pronounce out each and every syllable because every show I was like, somebody kill her. Literally, ask DeAno, because I decided to watch all of the first and the second season all together, and I was like, I was sitting in DeAno chat messages. Somebody kill. It was either kill her or somebody just let Andrea die. Okay, it was one or the other.
Commentary from Kim the entire time she was marathoning the first.
Was anyone else like very disappointed that Herschel did not turn in that moment and bite Lori?
Absolutely.
I was disappointed.
I got a picture like
I
people
was like-
collectively praying for that to happen as I watched the episode.
Yes, I wanted that to happen.
That would have just been. I think that would have just been way too cliche. I was like, I mean, I like how they kind of,
I was actually surprised that Herschel didn't turn into a zombie, actually.
Well, he didn't actually die.
Oh, yeah.
Well, he stopped breathing.
He stopped breathing, but he was brought back to life. So
He was
is
never
he a
brain
zombie
dead.
or not?
Yeah, the brain didn't die, so he didn't die.
So.
But one thing I do like is that there was another character back in season 2 that used to annoy me that so far this season I've actually been rooting for, and that of course is Carl. Carl decided.
Can I say it?
Oh, please say it.
Where's Carl? Getting the motherfucking supplies. That's where Carl is.
Thank you. And he comes back and he hands them the supplies that helps them save Herschel's life. And Lori is, oh, well, you need to be careful on what, and woo. And Carl's been is like, we saw Carl in the first episode.
Carl should have just shot her right there.
Yeah, Carl.
You know what, Mom? Fuck you.
Pretty much. It's like, I was co-signing the move. It's like, can you get off my back? I was like, yeah, bitch, get off his back.
Okay, I have mixed feelings about Carl.
Okay.
On one hand, I'm saying get the switch, get the belt, get whatever it takes to line up this little boy, because he is going off at the mouth too much to adults.
Get a switch. He has a gun in his hand. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You know
get
what?
a switch.
Let me finish.
Let me finish.
On the other hand, I'm like, yeah, shoot Shane, yeah. I was okay. Because I knew he wasn't aiming at his dad. I knew he was aiming at Shane. And I was like, yeah. Okay, so I am weighing in on both sides. For me, it's equal that he's a badass. On the other hand, he's a badass. That need to be whooped.
You didn't notice he has a zombie count, right?
Huh?
He's got a zombie count. He mentioned how many zombies he's killed. It's only 2, but still, the fact that he's counting.
I didn't even notice
he
that. I
counted
think
because he calls the zombie in the swamp.
Dale.
Well,
Thank you. I don't know why.
I think the walkers he was talking about was the 2 walkers that he killed on the way to get the medical supplies.
Yeah, he killed a lot in the first episode.
Yeah. He's killed just that we've seen. He's killed a
The whole
lot.
team was just fucking up zombies in the first episode.
He said he killed 2 on the way to get the supplies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, at first, when he was in the swamp with the zombie and he was messing with it, he was a scaredy cat. He was a little, excuse the expression, punk ass. But now,
his balls dropped.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, it's true. It's like, it's like that. That's why I'm very glad that between season 2 and season 3, they had a lot of time in between there. So a lot of it gave time for a lot of characters to evolve. I think Carl benefited the absolute most from that passage of time.
So when they bringing your girl back, I need to see her.
She'll be on next week, and she won't be swinging no sword.
The way they showed the trailer for the next episode seems like it's going to be heavily about them.
Oh yeah, it's like I would expect that episode to be a complete Michonne Andrea episode. But it's like before we get too much into what's coming up next, there's a few other things that I wanted to bring up out this.
I actually wanted to mention something too.
Go for it.
One of the things I noticed so far in the season is that they're bringing up lots of interesting plot points, such as like a baby turning into a zombie, like during birth or eating her from the inside. And like another thing I noticed in this episode, I forgot her name, but practicing C-sections on zombies in case it's necessary. I like that stuff that they're doing. This is very interesting plot points.
I want to bring up something just along with what you said. Well, I don't know if you guys realized, but someone was watching her when she was practicing.
And that's what I wanted to bring up. Yeah.
Who was watching her?
And that's a really, really good question. Wild speculation time. Go.
I assumed it was Michonne.
They're not that close to the prison.
Captured.
It is not. It could be someone from the governor.
That's what I'm thinking.
Could it be Merle?
Nope.
Maybe.
I'm gonna say no because I saw a preview for next week on the Talking Dead with Chris Hart.
Yeah. It
So I'm just gonna say no based on that.
Or it could be those people who left Randall behind.
Huh. Oh yeah, that's right. We haven't.
Well, I think Merle is the one with that group because they described him. I think last season.
Oh. Interesting. So is Merle the governor?
No.
Maybe it's one of the people on the train. Oh, sorry, that's the video game. Sorry.
I was like, what train?
Damn it, Matt! Don't cross the streams.
I was like, what train?
But seriously, they should cross those over. They should cross over the TV show with the video game.
I was like,
more.
Is he talking
They should do it more.
like, is he talking about Revolution or is he talking?
You know what? The guy in the first episode in season
Herschel
1,
is actually in episode 1 of the game. So it's Glenn.
Wait a second, David, go.
The guy in episode 1 who helped Rick at first, season 1, he was in the show Jericho. I forget his name.
You talking about the black guy and his son?
Yeah.
Okay.
Could be. Maybe he's back.
Now that would be.
That's an interesting theory.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, because we've known, it's like, I mean, they do throwbacks like that where, things that happen early on matter in the future. It's like, I mean, if you guys
Did they ever say where they were going to meet up? I forget if they did.
He just
they did, but they're long past that now. It's like they're nowhere near the meetup point. But it's
what
like
about the Hispanic family?
What Hispanic family? Oh, the crew in the old folks home. There was no real connection there. They're on their own.
No. The Hispanic family that left the group.
They're gone. I don't think we're ever going to see them again. Yeah, it's like I know who you're talking about now, but yeah, they're gone.
I can't think of anyone else who mysteriously survived.
All right, so pretty much.
And was it just a weird estimation when they said like half the population was dead? Wouldn't it be more like 80% at least?
He said probably more, but yeah, I would guess it's more than 50%.
Yeah, slightly more than that.
I'd say around 75%.
Yeah, definitely somewhere along those lines. But then again, it's like, I mean, what do they know at this point? They're kind of making these things up as they go.
I mean, I think if it was only 50%, there would be some form of militia or governance still kind of going on, at least somewhere.
Hey, we should make a TV show based on like post-apocalyptic and militias and things like that. That should happen.
Yeah, we should totally do that.
Oh,
and we should call it, something like that.
Yes. Someone should think about that. Hollywood, get on it. You know what the funny thing is? Earlier on, when I was deciding shows to do for the fall season, Revolution was initially on the list. We were initially going to do shows on that. But with Dexter and The Walking Dead, everything happening simultaneously, there was no way in hell I'd be able to keep up with everything.
I was going to say Revolution, I would think, would fall short of Homeland. I think Homeland, which, by the way, is amazing this year. Not to get off topic, that would have been a good choice, too.
Oh, yeah. For those of you out there, for those of you watching that are not watching Homeland, first off, what the fuck is wrong with you? Secondly, start watching Homeland.
You're on the special.
It's true. It's like, I mean, it's
Okay.
an amazing show. And as we reported on Geeks and Around earlier today, Homeland has actually been picked up for a third season, so everything's
Yay!
good there. We'll see more of that. Very, very happy to hear that. But we should probably get back to talking about The Walking Dead now.
Yeah.
Now I have another issue.
Go for it.
I have an issue that they were locked up in the cafeteria for 10 months and didn't realize something was wrong.
Did we cover that?
Yeah, we did.
No. We talked about them coming out, but we didn't cover the issue of explaining how it does not make sense to me that they were in there.
I think that was the first thing I brought up.
Yeah, that was very directly what we brought up. It's like, it makes absolutely no sense.
I don't know how they didn't run out of all the food with that big fat guy there.
My thought is that they would have realized that the utilities weren't working because they had no electricity. They had no plumbing. The plumbing had to back up.
They were going to the bathroom in a room that was not designated for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So they absolutely had to have, like, at some point or other seen, you know what, this shit is a problem.
And you can't tell me they didn't have access to a cell phone. That's like one of the big scandals in prisons nowadays is that criminals have cell phones.
That's sad.
Yeah, I think I saw that on Law and Order or something.
Yeah. So it's like among the original prisoners, like 3 of them are dead, 2 of them we have less. That's Axel and Oscar, right? Those are the 2 survivors, the ones that Rick didn't kill.
Well,
I don't know the names, I just know them by their faces.
Which is a shame because I like the big black guy, Tiny Giant or whatever.
Yeah.
Got bit.
Big Tiny.
Mm-hmm.
Big Tiny.
We don't know for sure that Andrew didn't die. We know he was thrown. He ran out with all the zombies, but he could have climbed out.
Oh no, that's a safe assumption.
Yeah, it's like,
Oh,
I mean,
come on.
the screams of the screams alone after Rick closed the door. Yeah.
Okay,
I'm
I
not
was
even
trying to
mistaken,
give
but
him-
didn't they show him getting bitten, or I can't remember.
No, they didn't actually show
No.
it. So it's like, I mean,
They just had
heavily
Rick
implied
listening to the screams.
I'm fairly positive I at least heard him screaming in pain, though.
Mhm.
Yes.
Oh, I have an issue. It is not the first and last episode, so how the heck did T-Dog get words?
I'm sorry.
He got like 9 words this episode.
Oh my goodness.
Next week it might be 12.
And it's like, yeah, it's like we love picking on T-Dog, but it's
Oh,
like,
and don't forget, he has a riot shield now. Things are really picking up for him.
You know, another character who gets on my nerve. Andrea's little sister, or is it Andrea?
Beth?
You know the 2 sisters.
yeah,
The one that wanted to
Herschel's
commit
daughters?
suicide. Yeah.
Beth.
Okay. She gets on my nerve too. She's another one that I was like, let her die. Go ahead.
What
her
are you talking
And
about?
then her sister gets killed, and she lives. I was like, really?
Her sister's
Really?
kingdom.
Are you talking about back in season 2 or right
Maggie.
now?
Back in season 2. Now she's kind of like Andrea. See, guys, I'm still getting to know the characters because I just started watching within like the last 2 weeks, and so I don't know all the characters.
I still don't know names. I just know every character by their faces.
Yeah, see, that's me. I know by faces. So Andrea,
Like, oh, the old guy lost his foot.
All right.
No. Andrea's the one who's with Michonne.
Yeah, Maggie is Beth's sister.
Yeah.
no, Andrea is the one that wanted to kill herself.
Yes.
Who said that Beth should be allowed to make that choice?
Yes.
Yes, that was a very long time ago, but yes.
Okay, can I finish my thought?
I don't know, can you?
You know what, D'Angelo?
Apparently you can't because now you're just going off on a tangent. So are you going to finish your thought or not?
Yes, I'm gonna finish my thought. Now Beth her whole character has started changing to the point where she is becoming a stronger person, and she's kind of done a turnaround like Andrea did. So I'm not at the point where I'm saying kill him off anymore. For now.
She only cried once in this episode, so.
She's getting a little bit more stable. Because I wanted both of them to just die off.
I actually have to agree with that.
I have the hots for Maggie.
Who doesn't?
Maggie is.
There's one lucky motherfucker.
Very short Asian guy.
I know. That's
How does the Asian guy get the hottest girl on the show?
Because he was the only available. He was the only available guy who had some sense and was single.
That's why I got really pissed at Glenn back in season 2 where they were staying back at the farm and she was like, yeah, come stay in my bedroom and whatnot. He's like, no. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, Glenn? When a hot girl that you've already done it with and your dad and her dad is cool with invites you to stay in her bedroom, you say yes. Is it that hard? Good God.
Yes.
Yeah, that was actually, for those of you that remember my Walking Dead discussion threads, you'll remember me using that line. That was for you guys. I forgot about you guys. All right, wild speculation time. It's like coming up next, episode 303. Now this one is looking like we're going to be following the adventures of Andrea and Michonne. We know they're going to run across the governor here. Where are we seeing this going? Last time we left them, Andrea was on the brink of death. So, thoughts?
To be honest, I personally have not read the comics, so I don't have a basis to really...
I don't even know who the governor is.
Rookies. Okay.
Can I go?
Yeah, David, this is going to have to be you and me, man. We're gonna have to cover this one a little bit. Earth to David.
What?
He fell asleep.
Yeah, looks like.
I didn't hear the question.
We're doing wild speculation time on the next episode. We got it's looking like it's going to be focused on pretty much Andrea and Michonne. Last time we left Andrea and Michonne, Andrea looked like she was on the brink of death. What do we see? What do we think is going to happen there?
Well, I can't really do it because I saw the preview on the Talking Dead. So I don't want to put the spoiler out there.
Just put it out, dude.
All right. What we saw on Talking Dead was we saw Michonne and Andrea blindfolded, being transported, and they looked up, and Andrea saw. That was the governor, right?
Nope.
Or was that Merle?
Merle.
Yeah, that was Merle, and he's going. Shh. And so we know some bad times are in there for Michonne and Andrea.
Yeah, that should be interesting watching that work out. Because Michonne's been, the warrior woman the entire time. How is she going to act in this situation, being held captive in an environment she doesn't understand? Is she going to try to just run out on her own, or does she have, that connection with Andrea? I personally think that she does. It seemed fairly evident in episode 301.
You know what I wonder?
What?
Because I wonder if they're going to follow true to the comics in regards to Michonne.
I hope so.
And what she goes through. Why? You want her to be abused like that? Really? By the governor, you want her to be sexually raped, abused, and all like that?
For the show, yes.
Yeah, it's fictional, Kim. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, I know, but I wouldn't wish that on a character.
She's a fictitious character. She is not.
I understand. I totally understand that it's fictitious, but coming from a female point of view, no, I don't want.
You're the one who just said that you wanted to kill.
And the point is, they were stupid females doing stupid things.
So if they don't live up to your standard of what a woman should be like, then just kill.
She only wants the females that suffer from dumb bitchitis to die.
Notice I was talking about the ones who wanted to die.
Oh God.
That's not for you to choose.
I'm not. I don't think I've heard Michonne saying she want to die. Have you?
Well, maybe next week you will.
I wouldn't think so, but it should be interesting to see pretty much where things go forward. What was it? Damn, I lost my train of thought. Just that quick.
I was going to say something real quick.
Oh,
just that Season 3 already seems a lot better paced than the beginning of Season 2 was. Remember the first half of Season 2 was looking for the girl, like, for 6 episodes. And that's all it was, like, the first half. Season 3 seems like there's a lot of different plots going on, and it's a lot more interesting so far.
It's true.
Yeah, it's like it does seem that they've been listening to us and sorted that issue out. The pacing problem definitely seems improved. I'm definitely curious also is like to, just that general question, how close they are going to stick to the comics there. We've already seen them take some strong divergences away from that, like seeing Dale get killed in Season 2 was a huge shock. And now it's kind of funny because Herschel is the one has, one leg, got a leg chopped off. That was supposed to be Dale.
Mm-hmm.
So
I think I'm finally going to read the comics in December. Well, you can talk first.
Well, the creators are saying that they want to keep it a surprise for the audience. They don't want to follow everything like the comics, because then there's no surprise for those who are fans of the comic strip. So, I mean, the comics. So, for them to put Michonne through, yes, I'm going back to Michonne, to put her through all of that she went through in the comics, that'll be just too much aligned with the comics, and I don't think they're going to do that. I think they're going to do something a little different with her.
I think you're going to be disappointed, Kim. Because
I don't want to.
What happened to Michonne was actually a strong part of some things that happened, some things that she was able to build from that later on. I
know. Let me have my fantasy.
Listen, you Walking Dead newbie.
This without all of that, okay? Shh. Let me think.
Come December, I will no longer be a rookie, though. I will buy the collector's edition of the game for $60. It comes with like the first 48 issues of the comic or something.
Yeah, I saw that too. For those that don't know what Rob and I are talking about, the Walking Dead game that Matt mentioned earlier, that's a downloadable game on most of your networks. It's on iOS, it's on PSN, XBLA, Steam. What they're doing is they're taking those 5 episodes and they're putting them all together in one collection and putting it on a disc and including a lot of extras in it. It is a GameStop exclusive. If you are a fan of The Walking Dead, you should definitely check that out. We'll have information up on that on the site. In the meantime, anyone else have...
I'm just going to say it, even though I already had the game, I think it's definitely worth buying twice just to see different choices. So I don't really mind buying the game on a different system and doing things differently. And you get the comics too, that's a great deal.
Oh yeah. Only like $70, I think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The comics, I read it sells for like $50 or something, what they're giving you. So you're getting $50 of the comic and like a $60 game basically with that for $60 total.
Exactly. All right. Anyone have anything else they want to bring up about episode 302 here? Think we covered everything? Yeah, I do believe we did. And it looks like we have actually made it for an entire episode without any major freaking crashes. Thank you, Google Plus, for doing that. Last week was a disaster.
It's going to crash right now just because you said that.
Oh, damn it. I would certainly hope.
You're already fading. You're already getting blurry. Oh, it crashed.
All right, everybody watching, thank you for joining us for another episode of Geeks of the Round. You can always check us out for more information at geeksoftheround.com. We will be back next week for the episode 303 discussion. I believe that episode is entitled Walk With Me. And for those of you watching live, stay tuned because later on tonight, in about an hour and a half, the round will gather once again to have a continuation of our Dexter series. For everyone else, we will see you next week. Bye-bye.